Hi, Carol here for part 2 of our easel card. Thank you so much, everybody, for subscribing and for coming over and leaving me such beautiful welcome back comments and messages. I care for all of you, and I'm very, very grateful that you take time out of your day to view my work. So let's go over it here. Shall we? Yes. This is some of the part 1 video where I did not keep in some parts to share with you what you can do to just pretty up your cards, whether you use this as a card front, which is beautiful, or you make an easel, a 4-sided easel. So let's go with it, shall we? Now I decided to take the gold to match the gold on the bottom portion of the card, and I'll ghost it with the pink because I do think it looks lovely to have any type of ghosting when you die cut. You just have to make sure that you cut a little bit of excess on your dies so the fold will actually fold over. It's a no-brainer, right? And that's what I did in part 1. If you want to go back and view part 1, I'll leave it at the end of this tutorial. And I really had so much fun reading your comments. They were so kind and they were so funny. You know, everybody that spends time in my craft room, we have a good sense of humor, don't we? And I enjoy that. And I enjoy sending smiles to every one of you. So here we go. You have the rose gold on the bottom. You have the gold on the front of the easel card that's going to go down. And then you can fill up all this space. Even though you do have that fold, you have lots of worms, so we can go fishing. I don't know where that came from, but I'm not taking it out of the edit because I guess I must have been thinking about worms. What can I say? Or fishing, either or. So here we go. Let's move along before I get too tongue-tied, okay? Now, sticky specks. Say that 10 times. Sticky specks. We're going to use this because it's an instant sticky. And you're going to put it on the upper portion, like I shared if you watched the video part 1. And you're going to see that oh no, not this one. Okay, I didn't rip anything off here, so it's a go. Let us go over and have some fun creating this card, this easel card. Now, in part 1, and I'm not going to say part 1 anymore, because that's irritating. What I'm going to do is just tell you that you need to fold it. You need to put another sheet exactly like it on the top. But like I said before, you only want to just barely touch the surface of the upper portion of this folded cardstock. Just, yeah, you have all the room you need on either side because we're going to put this beautiful band, this beautiful edging right across there that will hold this down and at the same time look absolutely stunning. Trust me on this one. We're going to go down that trail and we're going to create a beautiful card. And by the way, I did tell you we're going to have a giveaway. I am going to give away these cards and probably some more. We shall see. I have a lot of cards that I have been stockpiling here, and I want to give them away. You know I always do giveaways, so we'll just do that again. And you don't have to be from Canada where I'm from. You can be anywhere in the world. And if I pick your name, you're going to receive one in the mail. And out of appreciation for everything you do for me, for the wonderful times we spend in my craft room, other than the 2 months I was away. I'm back! Yes, so let's get serious and create this beautiful easel. I'm using a lot of Griffin dies and supplies, but you don't need to. You just go in your stash and pick out your favorite dies, your favorite flowers. If you don't have flowers, make some. They're very easy to make. I have tutorials on making flowers that I'll leave at the end of my video for you. Okay, now we're going to move forward. Get your baby wipe off to one side, your paper towel on the other, and you can see we're going to put a strip, just a small little strip across there, just like I'm showing you. And see how intricate that is placed on there? That you just have to meet up slightly. Oh yeah, and then you can use this easel card for birthdays, for gifts, and because I'm doing a giveaway, it is going to be all boxed up for you and sent out with gratitude. So now we're going to slowly move forward to making a wedding card front. And if you notice something, I did not over decorate this easel card at all. You know I love to put many flowers and die cuts and beautiful craft things, stash things that I have around the kitchen sink. I mean, I would put it on there, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary at all. You know why? Because the saying is always true that little is much. You know, you don't have to have a lot on there to make a statement. And here, if you're doing a lot of wedding cards, this is the perfect example of a nice wedding card, but yet it doesn't take you all day. You can actually make it to the wedding if you make a card like this. And yeah, so if you have that to make, you grab one of your prettiest dies. This is an Anna Griffin bow, as you can see. My friend Gail from Georgia, my gorgeous Georgia peach Gail. Hi Gail. She sent me these bows and she die cut them all so that I had them, so I didn't have to buy the actual dies. She does that for me all the time. Now here's something from the dollar store where nothing's a dollar. Remember my dollar store where nothing's a dollar? There isn't one single thing in my dollar store that cost $1. So I got this little candle holder that is perfect for holding my Anna Griffin heat tool. It'll hold any of your heat tools because it's metal. See? You get all of your hot glue down at the bottom because it's metal. You can just tear it right off, throw it in the garbage, and you're all set. And I find that hot glue making these bows or any bows is the way to go. You know, you'd have to pinch it and hold it for an hour if you're using liquid gold. And I don't think the strength of, let's say, your ATG gun or any of the runners would hold it using thick cardstock. This is from thick cardstock. So hot glue, it's fantastic. So now we're going to make one of Anna Griffin's die bows. And we're going to place it on this die cut in silver. This is Anna Griffin's silver paper. And if you're just doing a folded card, like say 2 of those beautiful silver die cuts, and then you just put, you join it together by scoring another silver. If I said gold, I meant to say silver. A nice scored silver placement to put over it so that they can open up. You know, the fold can open up. And you have this beautiful card. So, or table setting. Wouldn't that look gorgeous at a table setting with the names on it? Just like that. You just die cut 5,000 of them and you just go crazy. So now I'm going to show you something really simplistic using your glue dots. You know that glue dots are another wonderful method of getting that sticky onto your cards to hold things down. I find that if you get a good glue dot, it will stick and hold just about anything. I think it is a better medium than actually using liquid glue. Liquid glue has its place, but for this type of intricate placement of these pearls, which I got at the dollar store where nothing's a dollar as well. I think we all remember back then. And when I picked all of these rolls of pearls up, it's such a good buy, but never $1, right? It's my dollar store where nothing's a dollar. So here we go. We're going to make a few lines and cut it off there. I think I'm going to do 3 if I'm right. And look how it adds this elegance to the bow. And nothing here is overworked. Nothing is overdone. It's just beautiful. It just has its place on the front of this silver paper, from Anna Griffin, nice and thick the way I like it. I think this is a beautiful flourish dye, don't you? And as you noticed right there, you can't pull these pearls apart. They're permanent, so you do have to cut them. And it really helps if you take the top off your scissors. I really found that it's quicker and you are able to get a good cut. It's very hard if you leave that lid on there, that protective scissor lid with my skizzers, as I call them. You saw that. You didn't miss that, did you? I was going to cut it with the crazy things over top of my scissors, yes. But anyway, those are the Tim Holtz scissors that I really like because nothing sticks, you know. It's wonderful. Nice and small for those that have small hands. So here we go. Let's put this roll away, and then we're just going to add down to the string part of the bow these pearls, and it's going to be beauteous. So I will put a few more glue dots. I'll measure it right across the same, I think. It will be the same, but you need to put it on a bit of an angle, right? Because it has to go over with the bottom of the bow. See that? Isn't that pretty? So I'll do the same on the other side, then we'll cut the pearls off and we're going to place that. And even if you put, like, if you had some letter dies, or you had a nice die for couples, you know, because this is a special day, a wedding card. If I will leave a link to some of the wedding cards that I have made, and I really, these are intricate, very elegant wedding cards that I made in the past, and I think you will like to see them. They are, you know, they're just pretty. Wedding cards, you can't do a bad wedding card, I don't think. And you can add all the romance that you want. Like, look at that. Yeah, he's got an itchy ear. I hope he didn't find fleas. That would be a terrible thing, wouldn't it? Especially if it's in my craft room, because I don't have a cat or a dog. So that would be crazy. So here we go. You know what happens when I get tired. I get silly. So I'm going to get back on the serious mode, take my pinchy things here. Yeah, put the lid back on because I just wanted to raise it up and get my fingers around that thing and just nicely take it off my sticky specks. Now, this is what I was going to tell you. If you have a little lotion, a little hand cream in your craft room, this will help those sticky specks not to stick to your hands. Because if you have dry hands, and you should never have dry hands, you should always use a lotion on your hands. But I keep, you know, one in my craft room to just make sure that nothing sticks to my hands as I'm creating, and it doesn't have oil in it. So if you're buying some lotion for your craft room, just check it does not contain oils, and you'll be just great. So that's what I do when I start using a lot of glue and stuff. I just add some lotion to my hands and re-add it throughout my creation. And not only does it help you when you're crafting, but it gives you nice soft hands. So you're getting double the pleasure, double your fun. There we go. So now I'm going to make sure that I have a good fold, a good crease when I fold this over. And look at all that space that I had to create on. And these are the taste de la resistance of crafting. That is these border dies right here. Oh yes, it's so tweed. I love it. You love it? I love it. Oh, she's coming in. What's she coming in with? Oh yes, my score tool. He doesn't want to get poked with that. So anyway, Gail sent me all of these beautiful border dies. They are 5x7. They're made for 5x7 cards, so you get the length that you want, and they're beautiful. Now, you can put these as toppers. As you can see, every pair, like every 2 of the dies, you get 6 dies. Let me just see, maybe 4 dies per set, but I will have the link on my blog for you so you can check it out. But I think this is a really good dye or dyes to have in your stash. And here it's going to help me because, yeah, you know it's a dangerous thing when I get those scissors out right. I always cut something when I don't mean to cut it. So I have to be careful. Now I'm just showing you. You could make it a Christmas card. You could make this just an elegant happy anniversary card. I mean, when you use gold, I think romance is in the air, don't you? You have to just make it romantic. And roses, oh my, yes. You can't get a sweeter flower, I don't think, than a beautiful bouquet of roses. And that's what I'm using here. And they're lovely. I mean, all flowers are lovely, let's face it. But if you just put 2 of these down, and Anna Griffin, you know the backs on them come off, so you have that sticky, but you still want to add that glue. And then she does raise them up, so you have, you know, they're not flat. You have the dimension we're all looking for. And then I'll put a soft cream word hope on there, and then I'll ghost it, and then put up pink. And I'm bringing out the pink in that white. I don't know if it's a carnation, I'm not sure, but I know it's not a rose. I don't think it's a rose. They have those puffy roses, but you know, I'm not good at recognizing all of every flower, you know, that God has created. I don't know all of them. I think I know probably 3%. I can pick out a rose anywhere. So anyway, let's move on. There you go. It is staying on there. You have to have that little something something to seat that flip on there. That's why they call it an easel card. So here we go. There's my bow. We're going to put that down. Isn't that pretty? You could add pearls all the way around that card, but I don't think it's necessary. I really don't. I think you get the elegance without adding too much. Little is much. I just try to always remember that. And if you're going for a card that has a lot of much in it, you can do that too. And it looks pretty. And look at that. Just those pearls. Oh yeah, it's just dripping down. Just kind of drip away from my card, please. Get away, get away. So here we go. I'll clean that mess up and we're going to move on. The only thing I thought that this card front needed as a wedding card, it doesn't really go with, like this card is made for you so that you can take my inspiration and my thoughts and make a single flip card. So if you want to make nice wedding cards, you have that. If you are praying for somebody and you want to send them some hope, you use the other side with flowers on a single card. Then I'm going to show you a get well card, and they're all going to be flat and simplistic and pretty. Now this is an Anna Griffin corner die as well. And I'm going to, I think it was just, I don't know if I did use that. I struggle with the fact that it's large. And I love the other one. So let's see what I do with it because I can't remember and I'm not going to go forward. I'm just going to let this write itself out and we will enjoy it together. Now I use the outside die, right? This is the outside die that gives you it doesn't take all the guts out like an intricate die. It just gives you the outer portion of the same die. And I think it's really nice. It gives you more space to create on as well. It's the perfect match because it comes with it. It's a set. So we'll move on and we'll create on it. I am going to bring that pink out. See what I mean? One is light, but they're still in the pink family. So I think it looks gorgeous. So let's run with that. Let's clean off our mess right there. And that's why the hand cream is so nice, my friends. That nothing is sticking to you. It's sticking to everything else in your craft room. Just not your hands. So here we go. Out comes the Xyron and in goes the paper and we are finished. And on the other side of this, I was experimenting with some gold, you know, that real crazy gold fleck stuff that gets all over the place. Yeah, I was practicing on the back, which is very good because it doesn't matter. You're not going to see it. I have got my sticky specs ready to go if I need it, but the Xyron, truly, the Xyron is a real match for the sticky specs. See that gold, um, whatever you call it? Yes, it's just slipped my mind right there. And then easy peasy, look at that. You put it on and then pat it down, and then you have yourself a beautiful space to create whatever you want in there. And I think this is where I use the Get Well. I'm not too sure, but I'm taking the edges off. Yeah, those little thingy dingies that stick out the sides. And I'm going to zoom right in for you. Oh yeah, thumbs up. And then I'm going to show you these 5x7 beautiful edges that you get, all different, and it's raining gold. It's so beautiful. Oh yeah, it's happening here. Now I need to cover the top portion up, right? So as much as you can, raise it up. You can always cut those little edges off later. You don't have to worry about that. And I love the scallop seashell in this. It almost matches this die perfectly. I wonder if it's a set. I wonder if it was intentionally made for that. Then take your pokey tool, get the guts out of there, and you are going to see how beautiful this is going to look. You're going to love it. So here we go. You've got that nice scallop, just like a curtain scallop. Very pretty. I'm going to set it on my sticky specs and give it a pat down with my bone folder. Oh yeah. And then we're going to cut it so that I don't have to worry. And isn't it funny that it doesn't matter how big your workspace is. You can have this desk that goes on for miles and you end up creating in about 6 inches. 6 by 6 inches. I'm telling you, it all just seems to work its way slowly in until you have no room and you're pushing things aside. I don't know why that is. I create on an island, a big island, and here I am, with 8 inches of space. But that's okay. At least I have the 8 inches, right? So let's work on it. Let me stare at it for a little bit, and then we are going to, rip it up. Now I'm telling you, if I was thinking here, I would have put some liquid gold down as well, just on the edges, not, sticky specks. Plus it is, it's sticky enough to hold on that style of paper. Let's say that. And let me stare at it. Let me get those little ball things off my fingers, which would have been really stuck if I didn't use the lotion. So here we go. I'm pushing that lotion on you to get your hands nice and soft. So here we go. I see that because I cut this side. Oh, my engineering ruler. I love this ruler. I like it because it's quick. You can just move it down. It makes beautiful parallel vertical lines if you're doing calligraphy. I love this ruler, and it keeps you straight. And it slides. I mean, make no wonder engineers use this thing, right? It's just, it's a beautiful tool. And here I can tell with the numbers whether I'm off because I'm going to put pearls on it. So I want to keep it pretty straight. So here we go. Let's get another one on the back side. This is what completes it. And remember which direction that the scallops are going when you put it on. Yeah, you want it to be pretty close together. And like I said, the sticky specks, and if you add your heat tool, it'll soften it up some more. So there we go. Doot, 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 doot. It's all working out. And thank you for staying with me. I thought that I would make this tutorial longer because I had so many people say, Carol, what happened to you? This is such a short video in part 1. You know, I said I wasn't going to say that. What happened? And I said, well, wait a minute. Hold your horses. I'm coming in with a long one. So my friends, how are you holding out? I am loving this process of Easel cards, and I hope you're enjoying it too. That's the beauty of having the internet, isn't it? You can stop it and come back at any time. You don't have to watch it all. Here's my Xyron. This is the 9-inch. And then there is the 5-inch, and I showed you all that. Now let's get out this ton of floral goodness that's right here. I tell you, this creates 6, those 2 big boxes. The supplies in it were well worth the money you paid to join the 3-day craft event. I had a lot of fun joining in, and I met a lot of crafting friends there virtually with Anna Griffin. So here we go, and don't forget Create 7's coming up. I won't be making it this year, but I did enjoy Create 6. So here we go. Let's cut off the corners. We're actually going to use the corners, my friends, and we're going to put it just on 2 quarters, actually. I think you'll love it. And then we're going to use, once again, a lot of sticky. You want to have sticky. So I just put them inside here, did a little rub. And you don't have to use all of them right away. I only used 2. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there he comes. Right. If it's sticky, he's getting his paws into it, isn't he? Oh, yeah. Have you missed him? I have. Yes, I include him. He drops by almost on every one of my videos. He's a sweet little puppy. He's a real cute puppy. So here we go. Let's get these corners on. And don't forget, when you're putting corners on, you put the other corner the same. Just kind of facing the same, right? You don't want one upside down and one not. I've done it, so that's why I'm saying. I speak from experience, of course. So once again, get your pokey tool, and I'll try to leave the link to these tools that I use. They're so affordable. I'll look it up when I go. I don't put the links in right away, as we all know, but I will I'll do that on an evening. I just sit and find all the links to the supplies and put them over on my blog for you. So that will be waiting, of course. So here we go, another pearls. Oh yeah, if you have pearls on the bottom, why not put pearls on the top? But this isn't an actual easel card as far as everything being harmonious. No, this is so that I could show you different ways to make one-sided cards. Or you can do it this way, but I don't think you want a wedding front and then a get well, and then one praying for you and one for anniversary. The reason why I'm using my heat tool there is just to make the glue soft, so it makes it movable for me. And then on the corners, I think if I looked properly there, I usually put the glue dots in the, yeah, there it is. I was right, can you believe it? I actually remembered, but I do use glue dots on the corners of just about everything, so it doesn't move away, and it's tempting to just grab it and rip it. Like anything, right? And isn't that pretty all by itself? It's gorgeous. Yes, I gotta find there how to seat that, but I'm not going to use this. I am going to give this card away so that you can cut it off and use it on card fronts if you like, to make single cards, whatever you want to do with it. But this one is going to go out in the mail. Now, this is the oval guts from that one smaller die that you put in the center of the die. I just saved it. I cut it twice. I did one with cream and I did one with the pink. I'll take a little bit off so that it doesn't touch the actual fold. It's moved away right like that so that it can fold properly. And let's get that down. I don't think I've used these sticky specks like this ever. I used quite a bit of them. And you can tell where you have used it and where you haven't. So I just want to tell you that. So let's get some paper towel and let's get that seated there. Plant that right on there. Get the other one. Looks like a little smiley face, doesn't it? And we'll put them on, and I think I go with the pearls again. And you can tell that even though we have the red roses and the white rose, I just took the pink out of the center of that, I'll call it a rose, and the white one, and I just went with it as its accent color. And I think it really did look good. And here, you know, I'm using liquid glue, of course. You don't want to ooze that hot glue out of there. It would not be good. and then you'd be ripping your cards. It's going nowhere fast if you do that. So here we are. Let's just cut that off on the edges. I think it's very pretty like that. And then you go to your stash, in my case with Anna Griffin, and get some nice sayings, a nice half oval to complement the top there. And then I will add something to the bottom. You'll see it in a second. And then, yeah, now you could do that. I don't think I did, but you could do, oh yeah, that looks, oh yeah, you could do that. I'm moving pretty fast here. There's so many possibilities if you have flowers at your disposal, right? Now I'm going in the stash. I need some twine. I need some pink twine. So come on, find that roll. There it is. Twine is nice. It gives you that texture, you know, especially working with soft cardstock. You want to get some different textures in there. So it works well. These little containers are from the dollar store where nothing's $1, and it will help you organize your stash. So I'm going to make a little string on here, and I'm going to add the glue dot. Whenever I put twine on and I do this type of knot, I always add a glue dot underneath so it doesn't move out and you lose it, right? They go to open the card and that twine is sitting inside the envelope. Not a good thing. So I add a little bit of glue dot. You can put it on the front, you can put it on the back, whatever you want. And there we have it. Get the We Are Memory Keepers little vacuum out, and you're on your way to finishing this card up. And my friends, we're going to make 2 envelopes. The quickest 2 envelopes ever. You're not going to believe it. So quick, so fast, but yet very nice if you're looking to do a quick envelope front for your card. I'll show you that in just a minute. This is the roll of double-sided tape, but this is the roll I got online. It's not as thick as the green roll. We all know which one that is. This is the one that's underneath that. So you get a little bit of lift, just the right amount, I think, especially if you want to keep your card flat, like I do for mailing it out to you. So I'm trying to keep every card front basically flat. And here we go. But I forgot, you have to take the back off, right? It has a sticky. Yeah, come on, get in there. Yeah, it takes a little bit of patience, but you can do it. Yeah, there it goes. My garbage is right underneath me there at my feet, so it's easy to get rid of it. And it fits. Oh, scrumptious right there. Doesn't that look good? I think it said, I'm going so fast I can't even read it, but I think it said thinking of you. I'm trying to get the guts out there and get the goobers off, and we're rolling. Just get a baby wipe, a soft baby wipe, and it'll work. Oh, that's nice too. Just set it up like that. Tons of possibilities, my friends. So let's see what we're going to do. We're not going to do that. I'm going to save that for the envelope. I'm going to put that aside. And let's see what we do with this. I can't remember. Oh, yes. Remember these flower dies that I bought online? They're just, I don't even remember the company that I bought them from. It's that long ago. But like I said, they're just so intricate. They're so pretty. And I think it adds the elegance you need above the wedding part of the card there. It would be below it. Depends how you're looking at it. Turn it around, it'd be the upper. There we go. Put a glue dot, and I'll put some liquid glue. There you go. And kind of get that down in there. And I think that explosion of a flower is beautiful. So now, remember I said to buy these lunch bags at your dollar store where nothing's $1? And that way, when you're using supplies, you can see through it, and you can keep them off to the side and use them on your cards. That way it doesn't get hidden and you can't see it, because if you're like me, if I can't see it, I don't use it. I don't go for it. Everything has to be kind of out in the open for me to be able to have it at my disposal. So here we go. Zoom right in there. Isn't that border beautiful? I love this. And here are some Anna Griffin die cut leaves on that one big set that I bought that had, I don't know, probably 12.5 different styles of leaves in there. And I finally broke it open and used it. And then the ones I didn't use were in my baggie right there. And I'll use it today. We'll do a nice butterfly. Everybody has a butterfly die, don't we? I know I have many little butterfly dies. Get the glue dot on there. And this is made out of, not vellum. It is made out of, is it vellum? No, it's not vellum. This is, it'll come to me. And then I put a dewdrop on the center of the butterfly. Isn't that pretty? You know, I get that mixed up. Vellum and that see-through. Oh my, that's going to drive me crazy. But I'm going to set it aside in my brain. I'm not even going to focus on it. But it's pretty paper, anywho. And I die cut it. I love the dewdrop in the center. Doesn't that add something to it? It's that something that you like. Grab another glue dot and we'll stabilize something there. I'm trying to get that glue dot off. I don't know what's so difficult about that, but at least I kept the painful experience off the camera. Here we go. Tuck that leaf in. And I like the fullness of that leaf, that it's not like the flower, you know, all cut out. It's pretty. So there you go. And you can even see it close up. It is a nice card, I think. It's flat. It's everything we want because the outside beautiful die says it all. It is, you know, it's a statement in itself, don't you think? So here we go. Let's get plant another flower on there. And there you have it. What am I looking for there? I don't know. Oh, I'm making sure there isn't a back on there to take off. You have to be careful because some of these flowers, they don't have a back on them where it has glue. So you'll be ripping into it and there's nothing there. The experience is nice if you're looking to, you know, see if you can detach paper to paper. Oh, here we go. This is, see that butterfly I just put on there? I don't know if you can, but if I zoom in on it, that is wax paper, my friends. If you want to have anything see-through, use your wax paper roll. Get it out and die cut it. All of your flowers, all of your butterflies with wax paper. Look how elegant that looks. There it is. Dollar store wax paper. Grab a roll the next time you're in there. Now I'm going to see if there's anything else I need to do with that. Maybe a few glue dots. Who knows? Let's just see what's happening as we're creating. And if you've stayed this long, 38 minutes, thank you. We're almost done. It won't be that painful. We'll get through it together. And let's see what I'm doing here. Oh, what am I doing? Yes. On my sticky pen there, I add orthodontic wax. That way you don't have to buy a new pen. You just put that ortho wax on the end, curl it up with your fingers, and you're able to pick up, it's your pickup stick. You'll be able to pick up anything, and it's, let's spit it out. It's inexpensive to do it that way. You're not replacing your sticky pens, your pickup pens. Just use orthodontic wax, roll it up in your fingers, and add it to the end. So here we go. Let's see. I mean, whether you put it this way or whether you put it the other way, it's beauteous. Okay, we're done. Let's move on to the envelopes for these. Oh yeah, 2 envelopes that fit perfectly, A and B, and here we go, washi tape. Remember when I bought this washi tape? It is beautiful. I think it is, I'm going to measure it for you. It is exactly 5.5 inches across. You can do it this way, you can do it vertically, you can do it horizontal. I chose to use it vertically. You can fill your whole envelope up with it, but it's not necessary. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love this washi tape. I just love it. This is the washi tape I got in Port Colborne when I was there. And if you're going to cut it with your scissors and you don't have Teflon scissors, add baby powder. That's baby powder. And it will easy peasy, breezy cut for you. Even though I do have the Teflon scissors. But if you don't, I wanted to show you the possibility of anything sticky. Add baby powder. and then your scissors will glide right through it and cut it. I put it in a spice bottle. And then I put tape over top of the holes so they're not great big holes. Then I poke with my pokey tool into the tape, and then you have a nice container for baby powder that doesn't come out, you know, in a big, and it's all over the place. And then you get to smell pretty. When you wipe it up with your hands, just rub it all on your hands and your clothes, and you smell pretty. There we go. So let's get, you know, just fold that over. You don't want to leave it exposed, just fold it over. And we're going to put the edges, you know, those border dies, we're going to add it one to each side, and basically it's finished. Now, I'm going to go horizontally on this one. This is, oh, the other way, Carol. No, yeah, there you go, okay, yes. And I want to do it cattywampus because you don't want to have everything all even, right? There you go, and look at all of those. Look at the wrinkles. Oh yeah, let's put 1,000 wrinkles in there so I can show you how to get most of them out. Experimental learning, right? This is what I said. Baby powder on your hands. Smells good while you're creating. So now, this is more, like I said, oh, let's get that. This is a dotted Xyron runner. I like it. If you work it properly and you don't do that, it works really well. So here we go. Yes, I'm going to try to get all the wrinkles out. You know, it's like ironing a shirt. You don't get it perfectly wrinkle-free. I don't. But, you know, it's all in the technique, my friends. So get your bone folder and let's work it. And you know what? If it doesn't work out for you, cover it up, right? Don't worry. There's no need to worry when you create. Creating is stress-free, my friends. You want to keep it as stress-free as can be. This is your time to shine, my friends. This is your private time to release your day and create and have some fun. So I'm going to cover my wrinkles. We all love to cover our wrinkles, right? This is paper wrinkles. We're not going to get personal. So here we go. I'm going to do a shaker right on the front of my envelope. I thought it would be cool. I thought I would enjoy it. And I wanted to show you. And I wanted to use this die. This was in my stash already pre-cut. So why not use it? Get my pokey tool here, my instrument, my dental instrument that I bought online, and get those little holes out of there. Oh yeah, get your acetate. We all know that I use book acetate. They're book pages, but in acetate. Just a minute, I gotta get the name of that. That just slipped my mind for some reason. Back, clear binding covers. It's your page protectors that you buy. You get 100 in a pack. Might even be 500 to a pack, but I'm not getting off my chair again. I'm comfy. So there it is. Oh, I can't believe it. I did. I showed you. Yay. That's from Beatty's. I get excited over the easiest things, don't I? The simplistic things of life. So here we go. Set that on top of your, let's say, acetate, your book cover. It's all clear, and this, the reason why I like to use book cover acetate, transparencies they call it, is because of the thickness. I have a thing with things being thick and heavy. I love the weight of it. Even making an acetate shaker card, I like the weight of these book transparencies, these clear book transparencies. How many times can I say that? There's the wrinkles. Oh yeah. Now here's another thing, my friends, that you could do with this. You can embrace those wrinkles. Yes, let's embrace our wrinkles, okay? Our card wrinkles, why not? Get out some of your gel. You know, my gold Heidi Swap. It's right behind me, so I don't even have to get up, I don't think. But it is the, let me grab it, you can hear me. It is the Heidi Swap texture paste, the gold texture paste. And then you put it in between those wrinkles and it looks like you made those wrinkles on purpose. But first we're going to cover this. Yes, using sticky specs, you don't have to use a liquid glue. It really does stick and stay. It is a great product to have. And I think you get about 6 sheets to a package and they're very affordable. Once again, I will, when I have a night soon, you know, a few hours to sit, I will find the links for you and link it over to my blog. So here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that sweet? Make sure you get it over. You want to have this almost the same amount of white space on the right as to the left if you're going for that look. I mean, don't measure it. It's something you can just eye with it, you know, and yeah, and if it doesn't work out on that side and you do it too short, pick it up and make it short on the other side. Yeah. This is why I love crafting, my friends. This is why I love to create. It just puts your personality out there on card space, on whatever you do. Now, here's my, this is not prills, but it's pretty close, isn't it? That little one, those are prills. And then I got these gold flakes from something, I can't even remember where they came from, that little scientist, what do they call those? Boy, it takes science. Let me see. It'll come to, all these things just pop right into my brain when I don't expect it. So, oh, and then you, if you want to spray it down to get those wrinkles out, that's what I was going to show you. You can take your pixie spray. It's a light glue, a very light glue, and it will do the trick if you lost the glue on the back of your anything, actually. But yeah, so here we go. Now we're going to go with the Doris strips. I love these. There are 2 kinds that you can purchase that I know of, and I will try to get the links. There's the one is, I think, $1 less than the other. They're both the same as far as doing the job. Yeah, see, it's going a million miles an hour, but one is less than the other. One you get 33, the other one you get 75, I think it said. And take off the front and the back paper. Release that paper. Just release it. Let it go. Release it. And yeah, you will love it. Now I'm getting out my good little scissors, my little Pelican baby scissors there, because they can get right in the intricate parts of what you're creating. There we have it, my friends. We're going to put some of those, we're going to release the front and the back. Then we're going to put some of those gold, beautiful glitter flakes inside there. And the person that receives this card, they're going to have double pleasure. You're going to have the beautiful shaker on the front of the envelope and then all the goodness on the card creation that you created. So we're winding down. Let's just watch the end of this, and I want to thank everybody. I really do appreciate every person that joins me on my creative journey when I put a tutorial up. I have some pretty nice subscribers, and I have wonderful viewers. If you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate it if you'd like to do that. Would be nice. And here you go. Let's get out all of this out of this vial, and we'll put it down, get the cork off, and look at that. Just add as many as you like to the center, and then we'll add that front, put the lid on, and there you go. So like I say always, I check out the photos as we move forward. Go over, I'll leave the link to my blog, and you can go over and find all the links to the products over there. And thank you very much for your comments. They always make my day. I love reading them. I love getting to know who spends time in my craft room. So you have yourself a blessed week, as I always say, and we will see you on the next tutorial. I hope you enjoyed part 1 and part 2 of these easel cards, and I hope you were inspired as well. So take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next video.